If you've just joined us, you're watching Tonight. A reminder of our top stories. President Tinubu gets bill proposing return to regional government on Friday. Appeal court quashes Yahaya Bello's suit against EFCC boss. Federal government warns Labour of mass sacking over new minimum wage demands. South Africa reports second Mpox death. Thank you for staying with us. The federal government of Nigeria has advised Organised Labour to consider the broader economic implications of its push for what it called an unrealistic higher national minimum wage. Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, who gave the admonition while speaking at the opening of the 2024 Synod of the Charismatic Bishops' Conference of Nigeria in Abuja, noted that the 250,000 naira minimum wage demanded by Labour could undermine the economy, lead to mass retrenchment of workers, and jeopardize the welfare of Nigerians. The minister emphasized the importance of a realistic wage system that safeguards against mass retrenchment while addressing workers' needs. To discuss this now, I'm joined by Chartered Accountant Akin Fatunke. Akin, it's good to see you again. Thank you for joining us. Could a 250,000 naira minimum wage, as demanded by Labour, undermine the economy and lead to mass retrenchment?
Well, as somebody who has been in the middle of labor relations, human relations, to call it, vis-a-vis what companies and employers can pay, I can say that on the deck, it appears very true that 250,000 naira will jeopardize many. Please don't forget that when you're talking about labor here, we're not just talking about the people in the public or civil service. We are talking in the SMEs, talking about people in the private sector, and then we're talking about the subnationals. I would rather say intelligibly, in my view, that 250,000 naira is possible. 1 million naira is possible, as long as we collectively agree that other areas of governance, judiciary, medical, education, security votes will naturally now be cut into about a quarter.
Yeah, but if you're looking at it with the current economic situation, right? The government is proposing a 62,000 naira minimum wage as against the 250,000 naira. Will this 62,000 naira not come from somewhere as well? And would that be preferable and better save the economy? Or, I know I'm putting too many questions at the same time, but I think you get it. Will this, just take that question. I've lost my train of thought.
Listen, it is minimum wage. It is not a living wage. It is minimum entry wage, by which will be a benchmark that for the least paid in the civil service and other areas will try. It's a good question you asked, and I understand your question very correctly. A 62,500, a 62,000 is easier load. Still going to be a load because many people will still have to find the best fit and do downsizing. But it's better fit than a 250,000. A 250,000 relatively better than the 600,000 that was being asked before. Beyond all of this, Felicity, is a statement which I think I agree with Labour. So much sufferings in the land. Few people are smiling, are not feeling the heat, and expecting others to feel the heat. If that is the intention of Labour, I think that has relatively been achieved. But now that we are getting, to the front lines, where it needs to be really said, dotting the I's and crossing the T's, many of the stakeholders say they cannot afford because they are not prepared, basically, to offload a lot of the fats that they have in their middles and in their cheeks and a lot of the things that we need in terms of governance, then I dare say, better than never, in my opinion. Yes, I know a particular state government is saying that they are going to be doing that, and those state government is saying that they can do that. We need to see sustainability. Yes, we need to see sustainability, and if that is not in the picture, I want to say no, it's not going to be realistic, and there is no reason why the federal government will not necessarily listen to Labour. I also listen to a person like Soludo, who says, Mr. President, you do it. It's going to be your responsibility. It's going to be your headache. It's not going to be the headache of SMEs. It's not going to be the headache of state governments. A mean thing to say, but sometimes it becomes realistic.
I think. The part of the question I wanted to ask you was, what is it's been a minute that the president asked for the breakdown of what it will cost to bring a figure for the new minimum wage. Shouldn't they have maybe dropped a figure that seems a little more acceptable to Labour? Meet them, even if it's not halfway, but somewhere that seems reasonable, as a lot of persons have said. If you can answer that quickly, and then I have one more question, we'll wrap up.
Felicity, what is midpoint? What is the median? Statistics is lies upon lies, depending on how you want to look at it. As far as I am concerned, I repeat, we are talking about minimum wage. We are not talking about living wage. Talking about living wage, 250 cannot do an average household. I mean, it is the truth. So the minimum wage, and I see a situation where government, the tripartite committee have come, and after a wobbling and fumbling from 50 to 60, we are hearing until it is made official that it has to be 62. Again, it's just a contribution towards minimizing the pains and the angst. So many other things that needs to be done that can help to assuage the pains of the average worker. Indeed.
That was actually going to be my next question. Holistic relief that the minister talked about, the CNG, but I'm told that's all the time we have for this conversation. So thank you very much. I'm hoping we'll have you again soon.
Always, Felicity. There are so many ways that we can skin a cat.
Yes.
Deep thinking. Yes. CNG and so many others. Thank you very much for having me.